Hi everyone, today I'm multitasking. I'm taking the dogs out for a walk and having a chat with you as well. And the subject that I'd really like to talk about and be really interested to get people's views on this is that as time has gone on and as I've done my own learning about business and about how to earn and about learning high ticket skills, I look back and realise school didn't teach us anything about earning for ourselves or high ticket skills, did they? When I look back, I believe very firmly that school was there to kind of teach you to be a worker bee. When you're a worker bee, especially in this country, you pay significantly more tax and national insurance than you do when you're a business owner. And that tax and national insurance goes into the government, and then the government provides all the education for the schools. What a cycle we've got there. I look back on the years and years and years of maths lessons and maths being so important. And like, where on earth did they teach us about money in those maths lessons? You know, where do they teach us about interest rates or investing or anything to do with anything monetary in the real world? We weren't taught anything about that. I remember at the time having kind of a debate with my dad about why the hell am I learning Pythagoras theorem? I think they're still teaching it in school. I was like, how is this going to help me? How is this going to help me in my life? And I can't remember what my dad said, but ultimately I look back now and I never bloody needed Pythagoras theorem, I never needed it. But what I did need, and I feel that school let me down in this way, was I did need education on money, how to invest money, how to earn money, the skills you need to learn. Like, I'd never even heard the term high ticket skills until I was in like my mid to late 30s. I'm like, this is a whole like new world where I've learned, honestly, I have actually, and this is no word of a lie, I have actually learned more useful information on this incredible site called YouTube than I ever learned at school, or that I ever learned at 2 stints of university. I did a degree and I did a master's degree, and I've learned more useful information from YouTube. And I just think school doesn't prepare you to even consider being a business owner. And I remember when I wanted to start this journey in business, I realised how I had to undo so much conditioning, because at school we're taught, oh, don't take a risk. No, we don't take risks. Everything's really safe. And being safe equals going to get in a job. So I had to literally completely reprogram my brain to be able to take risks. And it took me, in the beginning, I've done a video on why it took me so long to start my first business, but it was mindset. My mindset wasn't right. And I had to learn to feel the fear and do it anyway. And I had to learn that taking risks is what gets you further. Everything you ever want really is on the other side of fear. But now what's happened from that conditioning at school, so many people are just stuck in just like this no man's land where they know they're not happy, they know they're not content, they feel owned, their time feels owned, but they were conditioned into getting a job. And then you have to work really hard on your mindset to pull yourself out of that. So that's my view anyway on why I feel school essentially keeps you poor, keeps you owned, because so much more of your earnings goes to the taxman when you're an employee than it does when you run a company, if you didn't know that already. Tell you a little story about that. So when I first went and was running my own business, I actually saved my tax in the same way, like to pay the same as I did when I was an employee, because I was like, surely it's the same. And there's about 15k in the difference of what I had to pay. And I'd like saved all this money. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm paying so much less. Because I'm putting it through a limited company, I was able to offset loads. National insurance is completely different. So once I learnt that, literally the first year I learned that, I never went back to employment again. But people are losing so much of their income on tax and national insurance, but you know, it goes to government, doesn't it? So I'd be really interested to hear what your perspective is on that and how you feel about your working life at the moment. Do you feel that it suits you? Because I can't remember the last time I met someone who was actually really happy and content and satisfied in their working life, working for someone else. The only time I've met people that are really happy and content is when they're working for themselves. So yeah, drop a note in the comment. Let me know what you think. And I am offering free consultancy calls to anybody that has a burning business idea and they're just stuck in terms of joining the dots together. They don't really know how to get it off the ground. Literally half an hour call can literally put you on the right track, because I've done quite a few this week actually already, where I prepare a business plan for you as well, to give you the direction that you need, like kind of which steps to take first, because sometimes it could just feel a little bit blurry. So yeah, be interested to hear your views, and I'll catch you next time.